We are back for another episode of the thing that you've been waiting for a week, which is us talking about another 5 records in the 1001 LPs you should listen to before you die. This week, take it away, Mog. Do you remember what we listened to? It was Joy Division, an album called Closer. Came out in 1980.
Yeah, I could do with them being further away more than close. I don't fucking get Joy Division. I've fucking tried and tried and tried. I've listened and listened. And like, even to the point that when this came on the other day, I thought, oh, that's actually an interesting drum beat. And then I thought, why am I fucking thinking that? I'm just trying to give Joy Division some kudos. It's not fucking interesting. It's just different to the fucking shit that's all the fucking other stuff. I went and I looked up even Martin Hannett. What a prick.
Which one's that?
He's the guy who produced it. He's the one that gets all the acclaim for giving them this fucking unbelievable sound and the atmospheres and the whole lot. And one of the problems I have with this is loads of my favorite bands are massive Joy Division fans. And I think at some stage the music industry and press got together and said, well, will we have the biggest practical joke of all time and big up Joy Division? And it just got out of fucking hand. I thought this was shit. I bought this, listened to it again. Not for me.
My end note to listening to this album was, why are they so revered? They're fucking shit. Plus, Ian Curtis couldn't sing, so fuck this noise. I know it's probably bad to speak ill of the dead and all that, but Jesus Christ, that guy could not fucking sing.
Ian Curtis, Jesus Christ, who next?
Yeah, who next? Who else am I going to speak ill of?
I disagree. Yeah. I think Joy Division have got some tunes. Obviously, Love Will Tear Us Apart, but they've got others. There's one on the Crow soundtrack that was covered by 9 Inch Nails called Dead Souls. That's a brilliant song.
Atrocity Exhibition. Sounds like someone with bongos having a stroke.
You just suddenly go down one side of the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bit whatever, this record.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't awful. I gave it 6.
I thought it was awful, and I gave it a 1.
I gave it a 1.
Whoa, both of you, 1. Even worse than Spiritualized last week.
Yeah.
Next album we listened to this week was Agaetis Byrjun by Sigur Ross.
Jason Boys, that's what I call this.
That track 2 is now called Spend for England.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody bought this from me before, so I knew it. It has its time and place, though. Do you know what I mean? It's not like first thing in the morning. Fucking okay, let's do this. Put on Sigur Ross and get the crack going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Unless you're hungover.
Yeah.
In the waiting room of a psychiatrist office.
But if you listen to it similarly to Brian Eno or something, you can hear there are tunes happening, but it's just very, very subtle.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was quite. Again, I thought this was quite cinematic as well. There was track 4, which I've called "A Few of the Girls Are In," was like the soundtrack to a Ben Wheatley film. It really put you into a time and a space and a mood, and it was I really enjoyed this. Mug, you're right. It's one of those things where like, if you're going to go for a drive, like wind the windows down, it's a sunny day, let's go for a drive, let's whack some fucking Sigur Ross on. That is not what you're going to do.
And while you're at it, bring the hose pipe in through the. This was nice, but again, I can't remember anything about it except for that it passed just sort of like the sound in the background of a meditation app.
Tantric sex.
Yeah.
A tantric sex record. Yeah, Sting is all over it.
Track 9 was good. I thought it sounded like it could have been off In Rainbows. I like the fact that they
a language
make up their own language. I was like, what?
Oh, fucking hell.
You not a fan, Steve? Oh, fucking hell.
Creatively, it's very impressive.
Steve, do you know that it's got a name as well?
Oh,
yeah,
Wank.
Hopelandic.
Hopelandic.
Yeah.
That's taken that score down a couple of pegs, I think.
Okay, lads, what are we going to call quavers? You know what I mean? How do you fucking decide on the new words? A new language? Sure, like they fucking... Are they going to use conjugative verbs like we do? Are they going to have reflexive verbs? Is it going to be masculine, feminine? Fuck off.
But I did like this record, and I gave it a 7. because I thought that was about fair.
I too gave it a 7.
I gave it an 8.
Quite a high scorer then.
I really like it, yeah. Despite the fact that they're wankers with their language.
This is Rock and Soul by Solomon Burke from 1964. There's one called He'll Have to Go. Yeah, that would happen. You chat someone up, and your husband over there, he'll have to go.
Yeah, that's a huge standard. Loads of people covered that song, and it's on one of my favourite albums of all time, Raikuda Chicken Skin Music.
I just knew the Dirty Dancing song at the beginning. I didn't know the rest of it.
This is quite a good fun record, though, in general. But, okay, so this is my thing with rock and roll. Rock and roll, it's good to dance to, but not so great to listen to. You have to be at a place where people are dancing to it or watching people dancing to it, because it's essentially that's what the medium's for. But to listen to it, I find it can get a little bit boring. I guess that's why a lot of the songs are really short, but they're so formulaic, you kind of know where it's going to go all the time.
Yeah, I'll never forget, they used to do a rock and roll show on Saturday nights on some radio station in Ireland. And Saturday nights, like when I was a teenager, it was always over at Mark Revel's house. And we used to be listening to them, and we noticed that the formula was always spending all the money on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Meeting all the fellas on a Saturday night. I'm going to meet my lady on a Saturday night.
Yeah, it was all right, though, this one. Well, I thought it was all right. How did you guys feel about it?
Fuck me. It's not that great. What did you just give it?
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 4.
I gave it I gave it a 6.
I have a confession. I gave it a 6. But listen to Mog talk about it. I was like, yeah, actually, I didn't really like it that much either. Next album was Bert Yanch by Bert Yanch, 1965. He's one of the seminal British folk guitarists. Excellent player, as you can hear that on the record. Really skillful. But I just feel like it's kind of missing hooks. Otherwise, if there were hooks in there, it would be up there with Nick Drake. Probably with the exception of Angie. The last song on this album has a really great lick in it. Yeah, and you don't even have to hear him sing that bit.
I fucking knew it was coming. I fucking wrote it down. I knew it was coming.
This album, at times I felt I was listening to the soundtrack of a kids program from BBC from the early 1970s. And the guitar playing was lovely in the whole lot, but I'd never heard of him, didn't know any of the songs. Did I go back to it? No. Do I remember? Not really. Will I bother listening to it again? I'd like to think I will, but I'm full of shit, so I probably won't.
Do you know what? I went to the soundtrack thing as well, Margaret. I was thinking more like a Wes Anderson film that started to just creep into for me.
I quite like this one. I gave it a 6. I do feel like I need to listen to more Bert Yanch.
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 as well.
It's not bad. He's good, the whole lot, but you know, speaking of albums that felt like fucking ages.
Yeah, you were complaining about this fulsomely.
A Folsom prison. God, it went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Don't get me wrong, it was good. There's absolutely loads of personality in this. Johnny Cash is a fucking legend.
The best fucking comment just came out. Can he not fucking tune his guitar?
Yeah, I didn't know. When you said it, I was on like track 4 or something, and it wasn't noticeable at that point. I don't think he tunes his guitar throughout the concert. I liked it. I like this one.
Yeah,
I hear what you're saying about the tuning on the guitar. The bottom E was quite flat, and he doesn't seem to notice it throughout.
No, fucking that Folsom Prison Blues, that song, the lyrics of that are dark as fuck.
Yeah, great. That line, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Excellent.
Yeah.
What did you give this one?
I gave Johnny a 6 out of 10.
I gave this a 5.
I gave this a 6.
So that actually means that our album of the week is Sigur Ross with their made-up language. What have we become?
We've become that band.
I tell you what we've become.
Is that?
Ah! Oh! That is the end of this week's. Join us again next week for another 5 albums. Bye!
Bye.